Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. My name is Wahyuni. I'm a student from English Education Department in State Islamic University of Sultan Syarif Qasim Riau. In this video, I would like to tell you about analyzing and interpreting qualitative data. Analyzing qualitative data requires understanding how to make sense of text and image so that we can form answers to our research questions. In these materials, we will learn about the 6 steps involved in analyzing and interpreting qualitative data, preparing and organizing the data, exploring and coding the database, describing findings and forming themes, representing and reporting findings, interpreting the meaning of the finding, and validating the accuracy of the findings. What are the 6 steps in analyzing and interpreting qualitative data? The first, inductive inform, going from the particular or the detailed data to the general codes and themes. Second, involves a simultaneous process of analyzing while you are also collecting data. Third, the phases are also iterative, meaning you cycle back and forth between data collecting and analysis. Fourth, qualitative researchers analyze their data by reading it several times and conducting an analysis each time. The fifth, there is no single, accepted approach to analyzing qualitative data, although several guidelines exist for this process. And the last, qualitative research is interpretive research. How do you prepare and organize the data for analysis? Organize data. Organization of data is critical in qualitative research because of the large amount of information gathered during a study. With this sizable amount of data, the transcribing and organizing of information requires a system of organization which could take several forms, such as: the first is developing a matrix or a table of sources that can be used to help organize the material. The second, organizing of materials by type. And the last is keeping duplicate copies of all forms of data. Transcribe data. Transcription is the process of converting audio tape, recording, or file notes into text data. A few more guidelines to facilitate transcription. Correct 2-inch margins on each side of the text document. Leave extra space on the page between the interview's comments and the interview's comments. Highlight or mark in some way the questions asked by the interviewers. Detailed headers that contain information about the interview or observational session. And the last, transcribe all words. Analyze by hand or computer. A hand analysis may be preferred when: the first, are analyzing a small database. The second, are not comfortable using computers or have not learned a qualitative computer software program. The third, want to be close to the data and have a hands-on feel for it without the intrusion of a machine. And the last, have time to commit to a hand analysis. Use a computer program when: the first, are analyzing a large database. Second, are adequately trained in using the program and are comfortable using computers. The third, have resources to purchase a program or can locate one to use. And the last, need a close inspection of every word and sentence to capture specific quotes or meaning of passage. Use of qualitative computer programs. A qualitative data analysis computer program is a program that stores data, organizes your data, enables you to assign labels or codes to your data, and facilitates searching through your data and locating specific text or words. How do you explore and code the data? Explore the general sense of the data. The first step in the data analysis is to explore the data. A preliminary exploratory analysis in qualitative research consists of exploring the data to obtain a general sense of the data, memorizing ideas, thinking about the organization of the data, and considering whether you need more data. Code the data. Coding is the process of segmenting and labeling text to form descriptions and broad themes in the data. How do you use codes to build description and themes? Describing and developing themes from the data consists of answering the major research questions and forming an in-depth understanding of the central phenomenon through description and thematic development. Description. Description is a detailed rendering of people, places, or events in a setting in qualitative research. It is easiest to start the analysis after the initial reading and coding of the data. Themes. Themes are seminal codes aggregated together to form a major idea in the database. They form a core element in qualitative data analysis. There are several types of themes. The first, ordinary themes. Themes that a researcher might expect to find. Second, unexpected themes. Themes that are surprises and not expected to surface during a study. Third, hard to classify themes. Themes that contain ideas that do not easily fit into one theme or that overlap with several themes. And last, major and minor themes. Themes that represent two major ideas and the minor, secondary ideas in the database. Layering and interrelating themes. Layering themes. Layering themes builds on the idea of major and minor themes but organizes themes into layers from basic elementary themes to more sophisticated ones. Interrelating themes. Interconnecting themes means that the researcher connects the themes to display a chronology or sequence of events, such as when qualitative researchers generate a theoretical and conceptual model. How do you represent and report findings? Representing findings. The first, create a comparison table. Second, develop a hierarchical tree diagram. The third, present figures. The fourth, draw a map. And the last, develop a demographic table. Reporting findings. The primary form for representing and reporting findings in qualitative research is a narrative discussion. A narrative discussion is a written passage in a qualitative study in which authors summarize in detail the findings from their data analysis. How do you interpret findings? The first, summarize findings. Second, convey personal reflections. Third, make comparisons to the literature. The fourth, offer limitations and suggestions for future research. How do you validate the accuracy of your findings? There are three primary forms typically used by qualitative researchers. The first, triangulation, the process of corroborating evidence from different individuals, types of data, or methods of data collecting in descriptions and themes in qualitative research. The second, member checking, a process in which the researchers ask one or more participants in the study to check the accuracy of the account. The third, auditing, in which a researcher hires or obtains the service of an individual outside the study to review different aspects of the research. Okay, I think enough. Thank you for watching and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.